Morning, everybody. Writing 23rd of February. We're going to text deconstruct a non-chronological report. That's a learning objective for this morning. Get that copied in. Now, your success criteria. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to find the spag needed in the passage, and you have identified 3 other features of your own and added them in. So we want you to add some features of your own which you should be able to spot. So here's the text. It's on Save the Children. Let's read it together. Introduction. Save the Children is a children's charity which works in over 1,000 countries, including the UK. The charity's aim is to help every child reach their true potential. Early history. Save the Children was established by 2 sisters, Eglantine Jebb, interesting name, and Dorothy Buxton. Their aim was to fight the famine and malnutrition across Europe, which was a result of the First World War. Initially called the Save the Children Fund, the charity was set up in London in 1919. Since then, it has worked on many children's issues across the world. Wider work. While Save the Children works successfully to combat famine in Europe, it rapidly widened its aims and responsibilities. It has campaigned on children's rights, set up schools, nurseries and playgroups, and even produced a film about the plight of children during the Korean War in 1959. Plight means things that children are suffering, or anyone is suffering to that matter. And if you look at the left, we have a fact box. Did you know that the work of Save the Children inspired the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of the Child? Directly addressing the reader there. Next paragraph, today's challenges. Unsurprisingly, Save the Children's work continues. It works on the 3 main objectives: survive, learn and protect. Although it began in the UK, the charity continues to work in some of the world's most dangerous places, such as Yemen and Syria. It is heavily involved in humanitarian emergencies, protecting children from disease, famine, and life-changing injuries. Save the Children works tirelessly on education, especially girls' education, and estimates it has reached over 7 million children through its efforts here. It has been even busier since the humanitarian crisis of COVID-19 broke out across the world. There we go. And we have a picture of 2 girls who are obviously enjoying their education. Now, global aim. Next paragraph. Along with its patron, Princess Anne. A patron is someone royal who represents the charity across the globe. Save the Children has a global aim that by 2030, no child under 5 dies because of preventable causes. All children get a good basic education, and violence against children is no longer tolerated. To do this, the charity relies on donations from the public, although it does get money from government organisations as well. Last year, Save the Children's budget was £307 million, but it spent £309 million on its work. It always needs more financial help. So lots of technical vocabulary in there. Financial, to do with money. Budget is how much money it has to work with. Donations, that's what people give to charity. Tolerated means allowed. Okay, and then we have a fact box at the bottom telling you how to get involved. You can donate at the charity's website, savethechildren.org.uk, where you can also find more information on the work it does. Make sure you have an adult with you when you do, as the charity does deal with some things which you may find upsetting. Bit of a warning there. So that's our text. Now here's your text deconstruct. We put the spag in. We have third person, fronted adverbials, fanboys, a white bus, lists, subordinate clauses, and formal language. So things like no apostrophes for omission. Can you find any apostrophes? Now there are 5 other boxes you can fill in, but we only really need you to do 3. Have a look back at your text. Think about organization. How is it organized? Does it have things like subheadings and paragraphs? Is there extra information included, and how is it included? Okay. Start your task, and then, when you have completed, move the video forward. Now just reiterate about your task, find all the features in the checklist, then think of some of your own and add them to it. Think about the organization, how the text is put together. That's what you had to do. Now, here are my answers. So there's my text, and here's my text deconstruct with its feature list. So third person, well, I put Save the Children was established, and I've put It has campaigned on children's rights, set up schools, nurseries and playgroups. Done those in yellow. Fronted adverbial, I went for the one. Unsurprisingly, there it is. It's in green. My fanboys is in light blue. I've only got the one, but there are many others. I've got an and. Very simple. Now, my white bus is in pink. I've got a since and an although. And my lists are in red. Disease, famine, and life-changing injury. That's my list. Now, my subordinate clauses are in blue. Interestingly, they begin at the beginning of the sentences. Initially called Save the Children Fund, the charity was set up in London in 1919. That can be changed round. The main clause being that the charity was set up in London in 1919. And the same for the second one. While Save the Children works successfully to combat famine and hunger, it rapidly widened its aims and responsibilities. The main clause there is it rapidly widened its aims and responsibilities. Okay? Now, subheadings. All my extra stuff for the organisation that you might have found is in brown. I've got subheadings. There they are. I've got a title. Highlighted that in brown. I've got technical language in brown there. Words like patron and education. I've got a picture. Now, I didn't colour that in brown because we blocked it out. And I've got extra information in the fact box, which there are 2. I look forward to seeing what you did with this. Good luck. Well done, everyone.